we're still in the dark about how psychedelics work in the brain. I'm Michael Silver, the faculty director of the UC Berkeley Center for the Science of Psychedelics. I'm also a professor of neuroscience and optometry and vision science at the University of California at Berkeley. And we've been in the desert for such a long time with almost no research going on in psychedelics. And during that time, tremendous advances in our ability to record from the brain and to relate brain to behavior. So now for the first time, UC Berkeley and the BCSP will conduct human subjects research using psilocybin, the active component in psychedelic mushrooms. This mechanistic research will explore how the brain generates our visual perceptions and how this is altered during the psychedelic experience. Our experience of the world is constructed by our brain. And what it feels like is our eyes are two cameras kind of mounted on the front of our heads, and we just look around the world and we record what's out there. And that metaphor is fine in the eye, but beyond that, the brain is not at all like a camera. And the key difference is that it's not passively recording the inputs, it's taking those inputs and combining them with our whole lifetime of experience to be able to make visual perception more efficient. So
thinking about our awareness as inference as opposed to recording.
We know that our visual perception is greatly enhanced by incorporating our previous experiences, and these experiences generate perceptual expectations that are known as visual priors. In our study, we'll test whether psychedelics reduce the influence of visual priors, which would alter visual perception and the associated activity patterns in the brain. Our participants will be healthy human subjects, and we're focusing on the visual system in the human brain because we already know so much about its structure and function. The participants will report their perceptions of simple visual stimuli that we designed so that they can lead to two different kinds of perception, either a raw sensory perception or a perceptual interpretation that is informed by visual priors. We'll then test the effects of psilocybin on subjects' perceptual interpretations of these ambiguous stimuli during their psychedelic experience while we are simultaneously recording the brain activity using MRI. The connection with mental health is that you can think about priors as also assumptions that people make in terms of constructing their conception of themselves, their self-narratives. And then in the context of the appropriate therapeutic environment, new priors can be constructed, possibly in the days and weeks after the psychedelic experience, that are more adaptive and healthy. So we know that psychedelics produce really profound changes in subjective conscious experience, but we have almost no idea about how they actually do this. And one of the goals of our research is to really inform these mysteries of human consciousness and mind and brain. And we also hope that it's foundational research that will characterize the effects of psychedelics in the brain, thereby leading to more effective treatments for mental health disorders with psychedelic-assisted therapy.